What's happening, everyone? Welcome to the. 1 second here. Let's get going now. What's happening, everyone? Welcome to the Phoenix Entrepreneur Show. I hope you guys are ready to dive in here for the couple minutes with me. Spend a little time. As you can see, this week I got a little haircut. Still a little messed up. Been wearing my hat. Check this out, though. Got my shirt for the Live to Grind event. You can't stop me. Love the shirt from Brandon T. Adams. Live to Grind. Super excited for the event. December 7th through the 9th in Los Angeles. It's just going to be a ton of fun. Learn about building your brand, building your influence. I'm excited because I know it's going to take me and my business to that next level. And I'm looking forward to doing, possibly making connections that will eventually lead to multi-million-dollar deals that I'll be able to do with some of these major influencers, celebrities, and people that are out there in the market. So you've got to attend events. You've got to go to things. You've got to network if you want to build those connections that will lead to those deals that could lead to millions and to hundreds of thousands and build your business and build your brand. So just a little bit this week. It's been an exhausting week. I'm beat right now because last night was my sister-in-law's wedding. I put a lot of time and effort into it, along with especially my mother-in-law. She put way more time and effort into it, and my wife and everything. But we did it in the backyard of my in-laws, which is a beautiful backyard, and we wanted to do this beautiful canopy of these big bulb Edison-type lights. And I had it in my head. I was like, okay, I've got this visualized in my head of how this is going to work, how we can create this and make it beautiful in a beautiful canopy and just have these beautiful, beautiful lights. So it was in my head, and everyone's like, how are you going to create it? How are you going to do it? And I'm like, it's in my head. It's in my head. It's in my head. I did draw it on a piece of paper a couple times just to show everyone kind of what my idea was. Well, when it came to execution of it, I was so driven and so passionate about making it happen, I made it happen. What I did is I got a 5-gallon bucket, I filled it with cement, and I had a PVC pipe about 3 inches. Put that in there, buried that in the ground, and then I got a flagpole, put that in the PVC pipe, 25-foot flagpole, in the middle of the yard. Up it went, and I had 8 strands of these big, beautiful lights with the Edison bulbs. Just beautiful. Strung over their yard, and the lights just spanned over the whole yard perfectly. And once we plugged them in, and it just lit up the whole yard, and it was a beautiful evening, and the lights were very beautiful. I was very proud of it. I am very mechanically inclined with my hands and working with my hands and everything, so it's not an issue for me to work with things like that and do things like that. I know that's not what everyone is, but a lot of those skills and stuff that I have of putting my mind to something and making it happen is what I think makes me successful and what pushes me. And I think that's the same thing that can make you guys successful as entrepreneurs as you're out there doing your hustle and stuff, is just putting your mind to it and making it happen. Everyone asks, well, how are you going to make it happen? How are you going to make it happen? I said, I don't know all the fine details right now, but I'm going to make it happen. And that's what I did. I made it happen. I spent couple hours on it, but I made it happen. It's beautiful. It just, everyone that showed up to the wedding was amazed by the yard and all the work that everyone had put in, and the food and everything was beautiful. And everyone asked, how did you do those lights? How did you do those lights? And, I tell them, I joke with them, it's a little redneck engineering, because there was zip ties involved and other things. But the lesson I'm trying to say here with business is, put your mind to something and go achieve it, because you can do it if you put your mind to it. I had in my mind that I was going to make this beautiful canopy with lights. I was going to set it up, and I was going to create it. I didn't know exactly how I was going to create it, but I had in my mind a basic idea how I was going to create it. And the same thing applies to your life. Same thing applies to business. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to happen in your life? Now, you're not going to know all the details of how it's going to work out, just like I didn't know all the details of how I was going to put this beautiful pole up with these canopy of lights. I didn't know all the exact details. I just knew I'd be able to accomplish it, and that's what I did. So do the same thing in life and in business. What's your ultimate goal? What do you want to achieve? And then work backwards and make it happen. Just start going. I didn't know exactly. I just started going. And I did one thing, and I did the next thing, and I did the next thing, and I did the next thing, and it came to a problem where I was like, oh, how are we going to attach all of this to this and make it happen, and how are we going to hook it in the trees, and so on. And I problem solved. That's why I think I'm an entrepreneur. I've always been an entrepreneur at heart, as I'm a problem solver. So think about that. What's the problem? How are you going to solve it? Make it happen. That's just how I always think of something. If there's a problem, I'm always like, how am I going to make that happen? How am I going to make it happen? How am I going to solve it? So think about that. Go out there, create things that are great, make things happen, come up with what you want to achieve, and just go for it. Just start working towards it. You don't always have to see the top of the stairs before you just start taking the first step. So just take those first steps, make things happen, guys. Have a great evening. Football season is upon us. Let's see here. See that football game on. Do a little Facebook Live, Instagram Live here. I hope my Utah State Aggies can. They were doing good at the first of the game. They were up 10-0. Now they're behind 24-10. So let's go Aggies. Against Wisconsin, tough team Wisconsin here, but love football season, but still got to put in the work. Still got to put in the hustle. So hope you guys have a great night and continue to be Phoenix entrepreneurs and rise from the ashes every single day and conquer the day. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and a great Labor Day weekend. Have a great day, guys.